Hello students, so welcome to NMS lab video. So in this video, I'm going to solve another problem on iteration method. So in my previous videos altogether I solved 5 problems. So this is the 6th example that I'm going to solve on iteration method. Okay. So the question is find the positive Find the positive root of given equation is 3x minus square root of 1 plus sine x equals to 0. The equation is 3x minus square root of 1 plus sine x equals to 0 using iteration method. Using iteration method. The first and foremost thing what we need to do is we need to first check whether equation is in the form of f of x equals to 0 or no. Now check, see, yes, of course the given equation is in the form of f of x equals to 0. So there is no need to do any conversion with this equation. So directly we can take f of x as the given equation itself, that is 3x minus square root of 1 plus sine x. Okay, and they have not given any interval values also, and they have not told that root lies somewhere near any value. So we need to find out the interval values here. So as usual, how we have done for the previous problems of my previous videos, same thing, f of 0, 3 into 0 minus square root of 1 plus sine 0. Okay, so just take the calculator and do. So 3 into 0 minus square root of 1 plus sine 1. So that is what I'm getting when I substitute 0. Sorry. 3 into 0. 3 into 0 minus square root of 1 plus sine 0. So we are getting here minus 1. Now f of 1, that is 3 into 1 minus square root of 1 plus sine 1. Okay, that is 3 into 1 minus square root of 1 plus sine 1. That is 1.643, right? 1.643. C. Since this f of 0 and f of 1, f of 0 is minus 1, f of 1 is 1.643. Whatever we get, it will be less than 0 only. Because one is positive and other is negative, means if you multiply, of course, we will be getting a value which is less than 0, right? So therefore, root lies where? Therefore, the root lies in 0, comma 1. Okay, now next thing is what is the given equation, that is f of x is 3x minus square root of 1 plus sine x. So what we have to do, we have to find phi of x, that is I have to convert the equation in the form of x equal to, so that is what I'll keep the 3x as it is and I'll bring this square root of 1 plus sine x on the RHS. So what I'll get, square root of 1 plus sine x, keep the x as it is. So this is 1 by 3 square root of 1 plus sine x. Okay. So this is my psi of x, because I have converted the equation as x equals to, and that is nothing but my psi of x. Now next thing is what we need to do. Since we have found out the interval as 0, 1, next thing is we have to differentiate the psi of x and check whatever the interval values that we have found out, are they right or wrong. So by differentiating psi of x, we get, what is psi of x? That is 1 by 3 square root of 1 plus sine x. We have to do a differentiation of this, right? See, this square root of 1 plus sine x, how can we write? As 1 by 3. 1 plus sine x, square root is nothing but to the power 1 by 2. You can check this equation is again, like in the form of, it's again in the form of x to the power n. This is again in the form of x to the power n, right? So it's like x to the power n is nothing but n into x to the power n minus 1. Its differentiation is. So same thing we can apply here. Keep this 1 by 3 as it is. So it's like n to the x to the power n. So x to the power n is nothing but n, that is into 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 plus sine x to the power 1 by 2 minus 1. That is 1 divided by 2 minus 1, 1 divided by 2 minus 1 into, again this is not only simply the x, what it is sine x. So this is sine x. So if you find the differentiation of sine x, that is nothing but again cos x. Now this is 1 by 3 into 1 by 2 is nothing but 1 divided by 6, 1 divided by 6, and then 1 plus sine x, 1 by 2 minus 1 is nothing but minus 1 divided by 2 cos x. Okay, so 1 by 6 cos x, since this is to the power minus 1 by 2, so when I take that minus 1 by 2, when I take that minus 1 divided by 2, this term on the in the denominator, so what we will get there? 1 plus sine x to the power 1 by 2. Since it's a negative, if you bring it on the in the denominator, it becomes positive, right? So this is a what? Our psi dash of x, that is the differentiated value of psi of x. Next is what? Whatever interval we found out. What is that the interval? Root lies in 0, 1, right? So we have to substitute the values from this 0, 1 in this and check whether the found out interval value is right or wrong. So first I'll put 0.1. So 1 divided by 6 into cos 0.6 divided by 1 plus sine to the power 1 plus sine 0.6 to the power 1 divided by 2. So we got a value here 0.109 something, and which is less than 1. So for this equation holds good for 0.6. Now let me put 0.4. So what is the equation here? 1 divided by 6, 1 divided by 6 into cos x, cos 0.4 divided by 1 plus sine 0.4 to the power 1 divided by 2. So we have got here 0.132 means this is less than 1. So like that you go on putting any value, you will of course get the value which is less than 1. So therefore we can say that this psi dash of x, you put any value, then you will get a value which is less than 1 only, right? Now Now the next thing is consider x naught. Think how do we consider the x naught? We have to take any one value from the interval that is 0, comma 1. Now for I will take x naught value as say 0.4, because just now we had put 0.4 and we got a value which is less than 1. You can take any one as 0.5, 0.67, anything is fine. But for now, as of I'll be taking the value as 0.6. So we have to substitute that x naught value in psi of x so that we can get the x1, right? So what is psi of x? The equation for psi of x is square root of 1 plus sine x divided by 3. So this is our psi of x. This is our psi of x. What is the value of x naught we have considered? That is 0.4 we have considered. So now find the value of x1. So how do we find the value of x1? That is by substituting x naught value in this psi of x. So that is square root of 1 plus sine 0 divided by 3. 0 instance, it's 0.4. It's not 0, it's 0.4. Okay, so let me calculate square root of 1 plus sine of 0.4 divided by 3. X1 value how much we are getting? 0.3929. Okay. Now next iteration x2 psi of x1. If I want x2 value, then I have to put psi of x1 value, that is square root of 1 plus sine x1 divided by 3. So what is 1 plus sine x1 value is this one, that is 0.3929 divided by 3. So just let me put this in the calculator. Square root of 1 plus sine 0.3929 divided by 3. How much we are getting? 0.39199. That is 0.39199. Now if I want the value for x3, we want the value for x3. How do we get the value for x3? Put the x2 value whichever we have got in that equation. So we will get the value of x3. That is square root of 1 plus sine x2 divided by 3. Now if we put how much we get, square root of 1 plus sine x2 value is 0.39199 divided by 3. So square root of 1 plus sine 0.39199 divided by 3. That is how much you are getting, 0.391866. 0.391866. Now if we want the x4, that is psi of x3, that is nothing but square root of 1 plus sine x3 divided by 3. Square root of 1 plus sine x3 value is 0.391866 divided by 3. Square root of 1 plus sine 0.391866 divided by 3. 0.391849. So how much we are getting? 0.391849. So if I want for another iteration, another value of x, that is x5, then that is psi of x4. Okay, that is square root of 1 plus sine x4 divided by 0.391849. So find 1 plus sine x4, how much we have got? That is 0.391849 divided by 3. Okay, so square root of 1 plus sine 0.391844 divided by, sorry, square root of 1 plus sine 0.391849 divided by 3. How much we are getting? 0.39184, right? So here what we can say, after after 5 iterations, after 5 iterations, after 5 iterations, the approximate root, after 5 iterations, the approximate root value is 0.39184. Okay, so this is how we find the value. This is how we find the value uh, for an equation using the fixed point iteration method. So here, which was the given equation for us? So this was the given equation. So I had substituted randomly 0, 1 like that, and then we found out uh, the interval values. So after finding out the interval values, we have to convert the given equation in the form of x equals to. So we have rearranged the given equation. So we have rearranged the given equation, and we have found out there the value which is x equals to. So after finding the value for x equals to, next thing is we have to find the differentiation of that, that is nothing but psi dash of x, that is nothing but psi dash of x. So when we had when I had differentiated this, what I had got, when I had differentiated this, I had got there, that is 1 by 6 cos 1 divided by 1 plus sin x to the power 1 by 2. So when we get this, this is just to check whether the found out interval values are right or wrong. So when I substituted the values, interval values in between values like 0 0.1, 0 0.2 and all. So what we have got there, a value which is less than 1, and since this is satisfying the condition, and since this is satisfying the condition, so we can say that this interval is right, and any value between that interval we can consider it as x naught. So after considering that as an x naught, 0.4 here as an x naught. So what I have done, so in the given psi of x, I have go on substituting the values for the x's so that I'll get the next x value, so that I'll get the value for the next iteration, that is the x value for the next iteration. When I substituted x naught in this psi of x, so I have got this x1 value. Similarly, when I substituted x2, I got the x3. When we substitute the x3, whatever we have got, we got the x4. So when we substitute x4, we get the x5. Similarly, if you want for the next value of x, that is the next approximate value for the root, then we have to go on substituting the previous iteration x value, so that we will get the next approximate root value for the x. Okay. So here after 5 iterations, so in this problem, what I got 0.3918 is the approximate root value for the given equation.